In this video, I'm going to answer a very powerful question. How do I get more sales on a phone? Hi, I'm Matt Elwell of the Elite Closing Academy, and in this video I want to talk to you about a question I get asked all the time, which is, how do I get more sales on a telephone? Great question, really. And I've just been next door to our own sales team. I think a few things. Firstly, you've got to remember, this is not a phone. This is a computer with a phone on it. So it's a very, 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 very powerful tool. So number one, how do you get more sales on a phone? Well, firstly, realise that there's so much power in here, so much activity, so many possibilities. The first thing you've got to do is you've got to utilise this tool. Like, this is the number one tool in your business, after yourself. This is the number one resource or tool that you've got. If your sales team are listening to this, if you're a business owner, business leader, CEO, it doesn't really matter. This is your friend. We've just been spending some time next door today on cold calling. And it's like, well, first thing, I've got no leads. Somebody said, a client said to me, I haven't got any leads. I said, whereabouts are you based? It was like London. I went, which bit? Golders Green. I went, great. What do you specialise in? Who's your perfect customer in Golders Green? Start there. And he was like, yeah, plumbers. I went, brilliant. Pick up the phone, the computer phone, type in on Google, plumbers, Golders Green, and pick up the phone and speak to them. Like, hey, I really need some help. Who do you know right now who in your organisation is responsible for doubling the amount of sales that come in, or whatever your promise is? Yeah, it's Dave. Dave, let me ask you a question. And you're in. You're straight in. So, like, there's possibilities on this computer phone everywhere. Everybody that's in your phone, like, ask yourself, who could I do business with that's currently on my computer phone? All the answers are in there. So the first thing you've got to do is you've got to utilise this tool more. How many times do you actually pick this up and dial the number? If you haven't got the number, go onto Facebook Messenger and press the little thing that says telephone, or the little thing that says like video, and video call somebody. You don't have to make an old-fashioned call. You can video call, you can voice note. So the number one thing you got to do is utilise it. See it as the powerful tool that it actually is, number one. Number two, before you pick up a computer phone, before you have any conversation ever, if you want to get better results, the first thing you've got to do is get yourself prepared. You've got to be ready. Your energy's got to be right. And the way we do that is we have 5 simple questions. Number one, make sure you've got all the data you could possibly need. Number two, make sure you're clear of any marketing rapport words, of things that would have attracted the person you're going to speak towards you. So be clear on what you stand for before you go into something. Number three, if you've got any hindering thoughts, then go back to number 2 and number 1 and just sort of remind yourself of all the reasons why you should make the call and get into helpful thinking. Number 4, this is critical, is to have an outcome, a desired outcome of the call. Salespeople so often will pick up the phone and it's almost like they're lost in the woods. It's like, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I am really. That's not helpful. So have an outcome. The point of the call today is bang, and hit them with it. Tell them what the reason is. And then number 5, just make sure that you've checked in on yourself before you pick the phone up, that you're clear, you've got all the information, you're clear on why you exist, why you're making that call, what you can do for others, that you've got helpful thinking, you're clear on your outcome, and your energy is 10 out of 10. So that's number 2. So pick it up more. Number 2, make sure you're ready more, get ready more so that you're in the right state, so that you show up as an expert, that you sound like you're really professional, sound like you're on it. It's critical. People that are listening to you, they'll judge and decide very quickly. If your energy's low, their energy's lower. If your energy's high, their energy's higher. Very simple. And then the third thing, absolutely critical, is never, ever, ever, ever go into a conversation without being super clear on what you want to happen, what your outcome is. It's critical. It's about having an intention. It's about making sure that everybody's clear. Again, I have a 3-day training that people fly in from all over Europe. And when I explain this aspect of having an outcome, often you have like breakthrough moments because so many salespeople are not sure what they're actually trying to achieve. And if you're not sure, you bet your bottom dollar they're not sure. And what happens is you have conversations that lead to nowhere. What happens is you avoid the truth, and you have lots of time-consuming conversations where you come off thinking, oh, I wish I'd have said something differently. So those are the three things that you must have in your armoury to be more successful on the computer phone. If you enjoyed anything we just covered in the video, then it's critical that you do a couple of things for me. Ping the notification bell and subscribe to the channel so that you get free training all the time. And also check out the videos just above.